What's going Ooh. What's going on, people? Myke C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Before we get into the records, let's do a little bit of rambling. So, one of our favorite people around these YouTube parts is in a little bit of need of help, man, and that's Marty Worm. His family's having some issues that could be financially draining. And I've always been a fan of scenes who tend to look out for their own, and I'd like to think that the metal community could stand to help out a guy that's done a lot for it. You know, someone who truly deserves it. Marty dedicated a lot of his time and his life to this metal shit, and even outside of running Bindrune recordings, the stories that he's told of writing all these pieces for these metal mags, and being a sort of father figure type to people in bands, and you know, even me, like ever since we discovered each other on YouTube, Marty's been one of the kindest, most generous, and supporting people on here to me, and the least I could do is give a little bit of what I can. And so if you can spare a little bit, please do. I'll include the link to his Gofundme down there. And if you're weird about donating shit, just go buy a bunch of records from Bindrune Recordings. They have a ton of amazing shit, so I'm sure that that money will help as well. And I was gonna show some other records that I've gotten, but fuck it, man, I'll go ahead and show some Bindrune stuff. So, you know, maybe if you see some stuff here that sounds good to you, you'll go and pick it up. So, yeah, the first record I'm going to show you, this is Falls of Rauros with Vigilance, Perennial. I feel like everyone knows these guys by now. They never disappoint, and this album is just great. It's really riffy, some great leads. The musicianship on this thing is seriously phenomenal. And that's not me bullshitting. Like, the way these guys compose songs is just really, really cool. It's like, picture Agalok mixed with maybe Woden's Throne, and I think you'll have something in the ballpark of what these guys sound like. Just know that when you put this on, you're going to be treated to some really good musicianship and some top-notch songwriting. It's with this nice cardstock insert here. Clear vinyl. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about these guys, so I think it's definitely worth your time to at least check them out, and if you like it, go pick it up. The next record I'm going to show you, this is Panphage, and I don't know how to pronounce the name of this album, so I'm not even going to embarrass myself. But I had never heard of this band until I got the Bindrune email saying it was available, so I gave it a listen, and no bullshit, I listened to one song, and I was like, I'm buying this. Like, no questions fucking asked. To me, it's a great mixture of, like, the Viking era of Bathory mixed with, like, Arcanum, maybe. And again, it's really riffy. Some great guitar work here. Lots of samples of the ocean that add to this ambiance. And the album really makes you feel like you're where this cover is. And this is available from Bindrune as well as on Nordvis, so you can go pick that up. Very nice insert here. And the color of this is really nice, so I'm hoping it's going to pick up on this camera. It might not. But it's on like this blue kind of smoky thing here. It's really, really, really nice. Next record I'm going to show you. This is Vaiya with Remnant Light. This is a black metal band from Australia, and another record that I wanted to get the second I heard a song from it. This is one of the more aggressive releases that I've heard from Bindrune and Nordvis. Definitely one of the better black metal releases I've heard this year. This is a definite shocker. Very dark, very atmospheric, and meditative without, like, pulling back on the musicianship. It's one of the guys from Encircling Sea, and you can kind of hear some similarities between the bands, but this is just actually better to me than Encircling Sea. Records on black, so I won't bother showing you that. But yeah, all three of those records that I just showed, they're all available from Bindrune. They're either released on Bindrune or Nordvis, or Bindrune and Nordvis. So I encourage you to go pick up some records and help a good guy out, man. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Uranus, Disaster by Design. And I've been dicking around for a while by not getting this record. This is an old screamo band from Ottawa, Canada that I really, really enjoyed back in the 90s. And they used to have a double 7-inch set. That's how it originally came out. And I'm not sure. I think I traded it back in the day when I was going through my black metal phase. But I'm glad to have this again. It was released on, like, full LP. if you like bands like Orchid or Iconoclast or Acme, then I think you'll really, really like this. This is one of those bands that I think could change the minds of people who think that Screamo or emo is just stupid Hot Topic bullshit. I keep trying to tell you guys that there's good emo out there, and I think this proves the point that I've made before, that sound-wise, black metal and Screamo do have a bit in common, even if you kind of ignore the aesthetics part of it. But if you listen to the right bands, you'll see what I'm talking about. And this band kind of shows you how something like Death Heaven kind of happened. But this band is, of course, better than Death Heaven. But yeah, front cover, back cover. There's no insert. I'm not sure if it came with one. It might have, and this is just so old, the guy didn't sell it with the insert. And the record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that. But if you're interested in Screamo or emo or just expanding your horizons a little bit, I think that's a good place to start. Alright, I'm also going to show you a couple 7-inches. So if you don't like 7 inches, you're more than welcome to shut the video off now. But the first one I'm going to show you, this is Amber Inn. This is their self-titled 7-inch. And this is a classic emo hardcore band from Sacramento, California, where I actually lived before moving to Georgia fucking 20-something years ago. But this came out in '95, and honestly, I just don't think they make great emo shit like this anymore. This was on Ebullition Records, which is one of my favorite record labels. And I'm kind of going back through, as I said before, collecting all of that old Ebullition shit. But this is the kind of shit that, again, I think people who hate emo because they think they know what it is, this is something that they should listen to, because it's nothing at all like the garbage that these millennials claim to be emo. Comes with this. I don't know what this is, but I think it is a part of a bigger piece, because there's a bit of the Ebullition logo right there. So I don't know. Yeah, it comes with this nice insert here with lyrics and stuff like that. And the record's on black, so I won't bother showing you that. Alright, and the last record I'm going to show you in this edition of Records and Ramblings. This is the Jihad Inourselves split. Let me tell you something right now. Jihad was the band back in the day. They were a grindy hardcore band from Michigan. They kind of pioneered that sort of emo violence, emo hardcore sound, I guess. I have all their stuff on a discography CD. But I ran across this for seriously $1, and I figured it was worth it. I used to have it back in the day, but again, I think I traded it off when I was going through a phase. But Inourselves, they're just okay, kind of meh. I didn't get the record for them, clearly. But I'm starting to like showing more stuff like this. And as I said, I'm a total nut over Ebullition style hardcore. And even though this record wasn't on Ebullition, it's definitely that type of stuff. Alright, so that's it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you. Please don't die, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace, bitches!